Have you ever wondered what really went down in ancient Egypt's royal circles? Turns out, there's more to King Tut's story than meets the eye. It's like unearthing a secret treasure chest filled with juicy gossip and hidden truths. From scandalous family dramas to ancient medical mysteries, we've got it all. So get ready as we are about to uncover the hidden truths behind King Tut's secrets. The name of King Tutankhamun is associated with historical titans like Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar, and Alexander the Great, signifying a time of regal and magnificent antiquity. Yet, modern historical inquiries and DNA breakthroughs have peeled back layers of mystery surrounding this enigmatic figure. Through meticulous research and advancements in genetic analysis, scholars have gained unprecedented insights into Tutankhamun's lineage, health, and reign. No longer just a legendary name, King Tut's story reflects the intersection of ancient power dynamics and scientific exploration. As the corridors of history echo the legacies of renowned leaders, Tutankhamun's narrative continues to evolve, offering fresh perspectives on the complexities of ancient civilizations. Born around 1341 BCE, Tutankhamun, originally named Tutankhaten, inherited the throne of Egypt after the death of his father, Pharaoh Akhenaten, in 1334 BCE. Despite his youth, Tutankhamun's reign left a lasting mark on ancient Egyptian history. One of his significant achievements was the restoration of Egypt to the polytheistic worship of Amun, a departure from his father's controversial monotheistic Atenism. Akhenaten's radical religious reforms, which centered around the exclusive worship of the sun god Aten, had stirred unrest and dissent among the populace. Tutankhamun's ascension marked a pivotal moment as he moved to reinstate the traditional pantheon of Egyptian gods, with Amun at its helm. This shift in religious policy aimed to reconcile the kingdom and restore stability after the tumultuous years of his father's rule. Under Tutankhamun's guidance, Egypt returned to the familiar rituals and practices of its polytheistic past, fostering a sense of continuity and unity among the people. By reviving the worship of Amun, Tutankhamun reaffirmed the ancient religious traditions that had endured for centuries, reassuring his subjects and solidifying his legitimacy as a ruler. Though his reign was relatively brief, lasting around 8 or 9 years, Tutankhamun's efforts to restore Egypt to its former religious practices had a profound and lasting impact on the kingdom's cultural and spiritual landscape. His legacy as a restorer of tradition and stability remains a testament to his significance in ancient Egyptian history. In ancient Egypt, the practice of inbreeding was prevalent among royalty, serving as a means to uphold the purity of noble bloodlines and maintain dynastic power. Tutankhamun, the renowned boy king, was a product of this long-standing tradition, born into a lineage where intermarriage between close relatives was not uncommon. Recent advancements in DNA analysis have offered unprecedented insights into Tutankhamun's familial relationships, revealing compelling evidence that his parents were likely siblings. This revelation underscores the extent to which inbreeding was ingrained within Egyptian royal customs, with the pharaohs often marrying their sisters or other close relatives to safeguard their lineage. Among the compelling mysteries surrounding Tutankhamun's lineage is the enigmatic identity of his mother. While DNA analysis has provided clarity regarding the familial connection between Tutankhamun and his father, Pharaoh Akhenaten, the maternal lineage remains shrouded in uncertainty. Speculation abounds that Queen Nefertiti, renowned for her beauty and influence during the Amarna period, may have been Tutankhamun's mother. However, conclusive evidence to corroborate this theory has yet to emerge, leaving scholars and historians intrigued by the tantalizing prospect of unraveling Tutankhamun's maternal lineage. The ambiguity surrounding Tutankhamun's mother adds a layer of intrigue to his already fascinating lineage. Queen Nefertiti's prominence in Egyptian history, coupled with her speculated connection to Tutankhamun, imbues the narrative with a sense of drama and mystery. Was Nefertiti indeed the mother of the boy king, or does another figure from Egyptian royalty hold the key to unraveling this ancient enigma? The quest for answers continues to fuel scholarly inquiry and capture the imagination of enthusiasts worldwide. Beyond the realm of speculation, Tutankhamun's familial circumstances shed light on the complexities of royal life in ancient Egypt. The practice of inbreeding, while intended to preserve dynastic purity, often resulted in genetic abnormalities and health complications among royal offspring. Tutankhamun himself bore the physical marks of his royal lineage, exhibiting evidence of physical deformities and ailments that his familial heritage may have been exacerbated. Tutankhamun's royal lineage, steeped in the tradition of Egyptian pharaohs, exacted a heavy toll on his physical health. Despite the majestic facade depicted in his iconic death mask, Tutankhamun's existence was marred by profound physical deformities, serving as a poignant reminder of the perils of dynastic inbreeding. The young pharaoh's afflictions were manifold, ranging from an exaggerated overbite to a severely curved spine. These physical deformities not only impacted Tutankhamun's appearance, but also contributed to chronic pain and discomfort throughout his short life. His struggles with mobility and posture likely imposed significant limitations on his daily activities, underscoring the profound challenges he faced as. Among Tutankhamun's afflictions, epilepsy cast a particularly ominous shadow over his reign. The neurological condition known as epilepsy, which is characterized by periodic seizures, would have presented significant challenges for the youthful pharaoh, possibly impairing his capacity to rule and perform ceremonial tasks. The unpredictable nature of seizures would have added another layer of uncertainty to an already tumultuous reign. Despite the regal grandeur associated with the pharaohs of ancient Egypt, Tutankhamun's life serves as a stark reminder of the inherent vulnerability of human existence. Behind the gilded trappings of power lay a young man burdened with physical ailments, navigating the complexities of rulership amidst a backdrop of personal suffering. Tutankhamun's death mask, an enduring symbol of ancient Egyptian craftsmanship and artistic mastery, encapsulates the paradoxical nature of his legacy. While the mask immortalizes Tutankhamun's image in gold and precious jewels, it also serves as a silent witness to the silent struggles he endured. Behind the serene visage lies a story of resilience in the face of adversity, a testament to the enduring spirit of a young pharaoh burdened by the weight of his lineage. Tutankhamun's ascension to the throne at a young age presented a formidable challenge, yet he embarked on a journey of restoration and revitalization for ancient Egypt. Despite his youth, Tutankhamun's reign was characterized by significant efforts to restore stability and religious tradition to the kingdom. One of his paramount achievements was the revival of the worship of Amun, the chief deity of Egyptian mythology. This religious shift aimed to reconnect Egypt with its polytheistic roots, steering away from the monotheistic Atenism introduced by his father. Moreover, Tutankhamun recognized the importance of Thebes as the religious and cultural center of Egypt. He took decisive action by relocating the capital back to Thebes, signaling a return to tradition and restoring the city's prominence. The strategic move reinforced the significance of Thebes in Egyptian society and consolidated Tutankhamun's authority as a ruler with a keen understanding of his kingdom's history and cultural heritage. Although Tutankhamun's reign lacked the grand military conquests and political intrigue of some of his predecessors, it was not devoid of activity. Minor military campaigns against the Hittites served to maintain Egypt's territorial integrity and safeguard its borders. However, these military endeavors paled in comparison to the grand conquests of earlier pharaohs, reflecting Tutankhamun's focus on internal stability rather than external expansion. Temple restoration emerged as a central focus of Tutankhamun's reign, underscoring his commitment to preserving Egypt's religious sites and cultural heritage. Through extensive renovation projects, Tutankhamun sought to honor the gods and ensure the sanctity of sacred spaces throughout the kingdom. His efforts in temple restoration not only preserved Egypt's rich architectural legacy, but also reinforced the spiritual foundation upon which Egyptian society was built. Tutankhamun's marriage to his half-sister Amun exemplified the entrenched royal tradition of intermarriage within Egyptian royalty. Such unions aimed to preserve noble bloodlines and maintain dynastic stability, but often resulted in intricate familial dynamics. The relationship between Tutankhamun and Amun not only underscored the complexity of these familial ties, but also revealed the inherent challenges and tragedies associated with royal lineage. The discovery of two mummified infant daughters in Tutankhamun's tomb provided poignant insights into the intimate aspects of his family life. These infants, believed to be the offspring of Tutankhamun and Amun, represented the hopes and aspirations of a royal lineage marred by genetic abnormalities and sorrow. Their presence within the confines of the tomb shed light on the fragility of life within the royal household, overshadowed by the specter of inherited ailments and premature mortality. The existence of Tutankhamun's daughters underscored the inherent risks and consequences of intrafamilial marriages among Egyptian royalty. Genetic abnormalities resulting from successive generations of inbreeding not only affected Tutankhamun himself, but also extended to his offspring, perpetuating a cycle of physical and emotional hardship within the royal lineage. Moreover, the discovery of the mummified infants served as a poignant reminder of the tragic outcomes that often befell members of the royal family. Despite their privileged status, Tutankhamun and Amun were not immune to the harsh realities of life and death. Their daughter's untimely demise highlighted the vulnerability of even the most exalted members of society to the capriciousness of fate and the relentless march of time. In essence, Tutankhamun's marriage to Amun and the presence of their infant daughters in his tomb offered a poignant reflection of the complexities, challenges, and tragedies inherent in the royal lineage of ancient Egypt. Through their story, we glimpse the profound human experiences that transcended the grandeur of pharaonic power, revealing the universal truths of love, loss, and legacy. Tutankhamun's untimely demise at the tender age of 19 continues to perplex historians and scholars, with a plethora of theories attempting to unravel the mysteries surrounding his death. Among the myriad speculations, genetic ailments and malaria infection aggravated by a broken leg stand out as plausible explanations. The fragility of Tutankhamun's bones has fueled conjectures of a fatal chariot accident. However, closer scrutiny reveals that most of the fractures likely occurred post-mortem, raising doubts about the validity of such theories. Instead, evidence points towards injuries sustained during the embalming process or the excavation of his tomb as the probable cause. The possibility of Tutankhamun succumbing to genetic ailments cannot be discounted. Born as an incestuous union, Tutankhamun's royal lineage predisposed him to a myriad of physical deformities and health complications. Conditions such as epilepsy in conjunction with his other afflictions may have contributed to his premature demise. Another compelling theory implicates malaria infections exacerbated by a broken leg as the catalyst for Tutankhamun's death. Malaria was prevalent in ancient Egypt, and the discovery of Tutankhamun's walking sticks and canes suggests mobility issues, possibly stemming from a leg injury. It is plausible that an untreated leg fracture coupled with the debilitating effects of malaria led to his demise. Despite the plethora of theories, the exact circumstances surrounding Tutankhamun's death remain elusive. The enigmatic nature of his passing continues to fuel scholarly discourse and captivate the public imagination. As archaeological techniques evolve and new evidence surfaces, the mystery of King Tut's premature death may one day be unraveled, shedding light on the final chapter of one of ancient Egypt's most iconic figures. Even though Tutankhamun's reputation was first obscured by the passing of time, it underwent an incredible comeback when Howard Carter found his tomb in 1922. The unveiling of the remarkably preserved burial site ignited a global fascination with ancient Egypt, propelling Tutankhamun into the spotlight once more. The allure of Tut's tomb was not merely confined to the treasures it contained, but extended to the mysteries it harbored. The notion of Pharaoh's curse haunting those who dared disturb his final resting place captured the public imagination, fueling sensationalized accounts and urban legends. Despite skepticism from scholars, the curse of King Tut became entrenched in popular culture, adding an aura of mystique to the boy king's story. Beyond myths of curses, Tutankhamun's tomb inspired a plethora of cultural phenomena that permeated various mediums, from comedic portrayals in popular television series to novelty songs by renowned entertainers like Steve Martin. The fascination with Tut transcended academic circles to captivate mainstream audiences. His image became synonymous with ancient Egypt, serving as a gateway for enthusiasts to delve into the rich tapestry of Egyptian history and culture. Moreover, Tutankhamun's tomb provided invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian funerary practices, artistry, and craftsmanship. The meticulous preservation of artifacts, ranging from intricate golden masks to elaborate funerary objects, offer a glimpse into the luxury of pharaonic burials and the reverence accorded to the deceased. What do you think about King Tut's secrets? Share your thoughts in the comments and hit the subscribe button. Then I'll see you on the other side.